What is up, guys? Today I'll be uploading two battles. I'm not sure whether I'll be uploading them in the same video or two separate ones. I guess you'll find out, and I'll find out in a minute. So the two videos I'm going to be uploading today are playing against the Tomb Kings and playing as the Tomb Kings. And it's sort of about countering them, their weaknesses and strengths and stuff, and I think it's two good examples of that. So this first one, my opponent will be playing as the Tomb Kings and I'll be playing as the Dark Elves. Now, I think that the Dark Elves are a heinously bad counter or good counter for the Tomb Kings. This is the army I would bring, and I just think it's almost impossible to beat, to be honest with you. So front line of Black Ark Corsairs, I think you can bring Bleak Swords, doesn't really matter. These guys are just, anti-infantry, and they're pretty cool. Backline contingent of Dark Shards, really good armor-piercing missiles. And then to defend the back, the most important thing, you've got the Blackguard of Naggarond. They're gonna, they look amazing. They're so cool. And they're gonna come in to deal with monsters, one Dread Spear, and Witch Elves, just to get on, get their buff freakish 8-packs, freakish Spartan 8-packs, and they're gonna go and, make some of these monsters frenzy. And Cold One Knights, they're anti-large, just have them in the back to deal with stuff. And then my leader is a Dreadlord, Sword and Shield on a Dark Pegasus, and she's got a Sorceress of Fire with her. I figured put them on Dark Pegasus because these guys don't have any flying. Yes, they have these guys, Ushabti Greatbows, but if you can deal with them quickly, then it's no problem. But I brought Sorceress of Fire because fire just seems to melt the undead. So we'll kick the battle off, and yeah, that's that. So my opponent's got kind of a weird army. I don't know if they even set it up. It's just bizarre. But they've got Tomb Scorpion, Skeleton Horsemen. They've got Skeleton Archers, not the, what are they called? The Fatak boys, who are really good. These guys will be getting some opening salvos onto us, which will probably do a lot of damage. In fact, they chunk her so bad, actually. Super cool. I love that unit. Oh, get the burning head off the bat. They dodge, which is good, but still get some, well, it's not good. It's good for them. They dodge, which is good play. Still get some good opening damage. Oh, by the way, they have a Hydra Titan. Look at him. Looking so stoic and awesome. So, the general deal is give these lot an attack order. Get them engaged, and then do a big boy burning head. These guys will deal with the monsters, these Dark Shards, and then these guys will support them and help them. Straight off the bat, send my Cold One Knights around because they will absolutely poop on these chariots. Like, take a big old steamy poopums on these chariots, which is about to happen. These Ushabti Greatbow are going to be taking some serious armor-piercing missile damage, which is really good. I love the way they fire. They're so cool, man. But look at how much they chunked her. They're so good at dealing with Flying Lords. So we've got engagements over here. Tomb Guard Halberd against these guys. They're losing decisively, bro. That is insane. These Ushabti, like, freak out. Oh, no, they're chasing her. That's all. Bad micro on his part. But, they were going to be dead anyway. They could have done whatever they wanted. They'd still be wiped out by me tings. Oh, no. The big Hydra Titan stomp. Let's watch a little bit of it. Oh, the laser eyes. So cool. Let's get a stomp. Come on, give them a stomp. They need a stomp. Oh, the big thingams. Right. What we got going on? So these guys just melted the chariot. This is like, the reason I'm uploading this battle is because this is the most insane counter to the Tomb Kings. It's really not very nice. So he gets his Skeleton Horsemen in the back, and they do catch these guys, but the problem is, got Witch Elves, got Blackguard and Naggarond, so they're not going to be around for very long. I'll pause the battle here quickly. What we got? She's got 11 kills. Let's see what happens after this burning head. Severely damaging, and it's going to go through these guys. Just brutal. Let's see how that did her then. Did for her. Yeah, 231. She's got 220 kills from that, which is pretty good. Oh, what's this? Purple Sun. Very nice. Very cheeky. Who's the leader? Is it Arkan? Let's see how he did from that. 47 kills. What a whopper. He's going to summon some Shabti in the back, but the problem is the back's cool. I've got the back dealt with. Do you know what I mean? I've got Witch Elves. I've got Blackguard and Naggarond. It's just... it's not going to be good. One thing that is being a nuisance... oh, that's a cool Shem's Burning Gaze from the Hydra Titan. I love that it's a caster. It's so cool. So my Black Ark Corsairs actually broke off. And that was something I noticed. Something I've noticed, right? Nehekara warriors, actually not that bad. They can do quite well against Black Ark Corsairs, which is something to be noted. You've got to, you know, you got to pick your builds. Got the cold ones coming in. I mean, you can't beat a bit of dinosaur cavalry. These guys are going to try and run. It's like, nah. Chewing on some bones. It's like giving your dog a bone. They have a nice bone to chew on. Right, so they're going to just, you know, deal with that in the back. This Tomb Scorpion's doing quite well. I feel like that's probably a good sort of choice against us. I don't know. Arkan here is fighting these boys. Just done a Spirit Leech on them. Don't know if this guy is the best player. Either way, this build would have been impossible to counter, I think, personally. Well, not impossible, actually. Let's watch a bit of... Hydra Titan sort of madness. Absolutely melted. Go on, give us a stomp. Oh, he's just using the hefty laser eyes. He's got the absolute Cyclops from X-Men hype on the go. Tomb Scorpion here is probably doing what it should be, I guess. Well, I don't know. Yeah, just keeping these boys busy, being a nuisance. It's a cool unit, that. Hefty. Hefty. So, I mean, at this point, it's not looking that great. For him, that is. These Nehekara warriors are chasing off these Black Ark Corsairs. So, like I said, Nehekara warriors not that bad. These boys are going to come in. These Cold One Knights, they're going to start getting a surround on this Hydra Titan, which is going to be good because they're anti-large. Got the missiles pouring the pressure on. Doom and Darkness getting cast over here. Oh, I don't know, is that a good idea? Probably not. We're both going to go in on Arkan. Get a bit of damage in on him. It's quite cool seeing them on a Dark Pegasus. Quite like that. It's a cool creature. Tomb Scorpion's been in frenzied, which is really good. Arkan the Black is just doing some legendary kiting. That guy, he just got caught in the middle of both of them, and they both just sword smashed him. Two cool models though. Let's watch them fight. With the Tomb Scorpion in the background, look. Oh, that's so cool. Love that. In there, they're fighting inside their magical shield, having a duel. This guy's like, hello. It's like, mate, you're kind of coming in, you're kind of wandering into something here, bro. Do you know what I mean? So the Tomb Scorpion comes in here, and I've seen it do like quite a lot of damage to lords before, so I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to tarnish my my battle and lose my lord right now. This guy's getting, you know, he's getting shot at by Dark Shards. He's surrounded by Blackguard of Naggarond, Cold One Knights. It's just a, you know, it's over for him. That's exactly the kind of counter you want. I also think I dropped a, what's it called? Flaming Sword of Rune as well on them. Right, so he's down. We'll watch him go down. They've dealt with that horrible construct. She comes over here to support these Black Ark Corsairs because I thought that'd be cool. Do you know what I mean? Come and show them that, you know, not to retreat. But they're just pussies. They retreat anyway, which is not cool. She gets off the ground. Arkan's obviously a bit upset about that. It's only the Tomb Scorpion left. He's surrounded by everything. It's just, you know. That's it. See you later. I think he crumbled. And then that's that really. Ark and crumbles, and there you go. So, like I said, I uploaded this battle because it's an insane Tomb King's counter. It's anything with monsters, to be fair. That build sort of counters really, really well. Have a look now. That's the build right there. It can change a little bit depending on what you want out of it. So, you know, you can switch up the front line for just normal sword and shield or whatever, what they called bleak swords. You can put shades in. The Cold Run Knights, you know, pretty useful, but I don't always bring them. So, but there you go. That's my Dark Elf build, and it's not nice. It's not easy for the Tomb Kings to beat. And obviously, for fun, I bring the Fire Sorceress because she just melts the front line, and it's always nice to get loads of kills on the Sorceress. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go straight into the other battle. Now here you go. The reason I uploaded this one is because literally the game after I played against Dark Elves, and I thought, you know what? Let's see if I can counter the Dark Elves as the Tomb Kings. So, like I said, right, Kepragard seemed, not Kepragard, Nehekara Warriors seemed really good. So I thought, bring a front line of Nehekara Warriors. I'll bring the Kepragard because they're like, you know, they're kind of like super overpowered. Well, they're not overpowered. They're like Nehekara Warriors, but on roids. Bring the 2 ranged units, the 2 regiments of renown, and then I just thought bring 4 Ushabti just to smash through the front line. I thought bring Khalida, because she's sort of small, she goes undetected, and she's less likely to get sort of nuked by armor-piercing missiles and Blackguard and Nagarond and stuff. 2 spears to watch the back, and 1 skeleton horseman to harass. My opponent brought, you know, sort of not too far off what I would bring, I guess. He's got his front line of swords, he's got some Blackguard in there, he's got some repeater crossbows, and he's got Malekith. I sometimes bring Malekith, you know what I mean? He is insanely powerful. Like, he's the best Dark Elf leader, obviously. He's amazing. But, yeah, so we'll see how this one goes as well, because this is the sort of, you know, the opposite thing. And it's fun to watch them at Shabti in action. Right, here we go. So, this is how I do it. We've got these boys sort of in the middle with a Shabti walking so awesomely behind, and Khalida, look at her, leading on her like legion. So awesome. I'm just gonna watch them doing their thing. Oh, I love the way they do that. And the way they do that, they're so like statuesque. It's very cool. So I quickly stop. I shouldn't have moved because I didn't get the sort of opening damage that I wanted. My boys here are going to target the Blackguard and Nagarond because they're a pain in the ass. Actually pretty hefty damage off the bat. Takes 4 models down. Target the Witch Elves with my archers because Witch Elves are very lightly armoured, and that's always a good thing to wipe out first. Right, we've got to watch this. We've got to watch the big line smash, right? So the Ushabti kind of pile in on top of the Nehekara warriors and just start causing some real problems. Look, here comes Seraphon. So, overarching look on the battlefield, crushed most of the minor infantry. I was going to use my skeleton horsemen to screen out these repeater crossbows, but I thought, you know what, I've got 2 spearmen free here, and these guys are tough enough, you know, they can handle it. So I pull my skeleton horsemen around, and I'm going to start trying to get some hammer and anvil. But for the most part, these Ushabti have made a great impact. These Haganeth Executioners and Blackguard and Nagarond are holding very well. But other than that, we've broken off Dread Spears, we've broken off all sorts of stuff. That Ushabti's dead. It's quite dark on this map, sorry about that, nothing I can do about that. Drop the poison nuke on my High Queen Khalida. She is such a cool leader. I don't think she's that great, but like she's freaking cool. Do you know what I mean? She's got the snake. She's got the dodgy snake staff. Here's a good point in the battle as well. So with these sort of spears screening and my front line really well engaged, I can just use these two to start hitting Malekith, and it does not take long for them to get rid of him, to be fair. Broken this centre pocket so I can start reallocating resources. That means pulling around here and pulling around here. If I was playing the game smart, I should have pulled these skeleton horsemen out and run off these routing units, which I tried to do, but I do it too late. Got to be on that micro hype, you know what I mean? These Ushabti are crumbling. Gonna go out with a fight though, which I respect. Oh, see ya. Let's just watch a bit of the action unfold. Do you know what I mean? Let's watch some Ushabti cleaving through some dark elves. That's what we like. Seraphon looks so cool in the background there with his things. But look at the damage they've managed to do to him. Do you know what I mean? It's chunkage, really. So I've pretty much won the battle, which I'd say is quite good, considering that Dark Elves are a really tough counter to Tomb Kings. Like I said, these guys come out too late. Got a whole free unit of full health Kepra Guard, which is just insane. The only thing that's really holding is these Hargoneth Executioners. I think Ushabti are one of my favourite units in the whole of Warhammer. I just love the way that they're like giant bone statues of dogs, crocodiles and birds. There's something so cool about that. So these boys, they were doing alright. They were healthy, or fairly healthy, but now they're going to get Khalida. They're going to get absolutely surrounded by Ushabti, and it's just not going to be good for them. It's not going to be a good day. We'll watch them in the pits. They're making their final stand. Khalida's in as well. She's not having it. Got the heals going off because we've had a decent amount of death and destruction. See, now these Blackguard of Nagrond, right? I'm sure they would absolutely wreck Ushabti, but if you've got the sort of support of like Kepra Guard and the Hekara Warriors, they're going to break up their ability to sort of single them out, and they're going to get their attacks through, you know. Summon my Ushabti at the back here because I figured this blob here is being a bit of a nuisance. These repeat Dark Riders have been pushed off by my archers. One thing that Tomb Kings do have is they have these guys and these guys, but also normal Ushabti Great Bows are very, very powerful. So, and they're just awesome. You know what I mean? They're kind of like a mobile ballista unit. Right, there we go. That's the end of the battle, but it just shows you can counter the Dark Elves. Another super tough matchup for the Tomb Kings would be the Dwarves, but we'll get to that in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, stacking the Ushabti on the Warriors and sending them in. Not that many impressive kills across the board, but just, you know, like a sort of good micro and counterplay and whatever else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. It's a bit of a longer one. If there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comment section, and, you know, like and subscribe if you want to. I don't actually really give that much of a shit, but, you know. Right. Peace out, home boys.